Let me get you on camera. Where you from?
California.
No, for real. Leave it on. Serious though.
Watts, baby.
I know where you from though. Where you from?
Eastside PJ Watts.
I'm from Grace 2 Rock, nigga.
Right.
They call you, homie?
Big Slice.
Big Slice?
Yes, yes.
All right, nigga. They call me Puto, cuz.
Right.
That hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
03Gotti. The title says something about 19. I found some number, but he's speaking on 03Greedo and the whole paperwork situation, the Texas trip. Y'all know that's his homie, and it's really been a dead issue for the longest, but it seemed like the homie had one perspective, and then he man enough to come forward and clarify what he considers something to be incorrect about his perspective. And I figured it might be some interesting content. So with no further ado, let's see what Gotti say 03 had been up to.
Y'all know what it is. Grape Street Gotti, aka 9,000 watts. Back at you off 103rd, ready to adjust this 03Greedo situation. Since this dude, Adam and Whack 100, always trying to play stupid about a situation to resurface some shit. I know Whack 100, he still feels some type of way about the hood since J-Rock put that Debo punch on him and put his ass to bed. But let me get into this situation about 03Greedo. I'm one of the original dudes behind 03Greedo. Before all this shit started, I'm one of the original dudes behind 03Greedo. And you can say the homie Dust Boy, because Dust Boy supported him. And 03Greedo did it with Dust Boy.
Anyway, that's crazy you say that about Dust Boy, because I remember when Puto passed, like the first day, Dust Boy came to pull up on me, just me and him. And we just got loaded and just, we vibed for some hours, just, crying, talking about my boy. That was his boy. That was our boy. Puto, the reason me and Dust Boy was boys through the years, because Puto, Dust Boy, always had a play up his hand. You feel me? But it's crazy because when he first pulled up on me, I'm just thinking, I'm finna kick it off right. I'm on one already loaded, waiting. He already told me on the phone what kind of mind frame he was in, so I already know what he on. I'm by myself. Not many people can get in my presence at this moment. And when he pulled up, I'm thinking I'm finna kick it off right. First thing I did was try to play that 03Greedo Mafia Rage. Dust Boy went up on me like, turn that shit off. Ooh. That's crazy. They went through the whole circle, full circle with their experience.
At the time, and Dust Boy stayed in the hood, right across the street from my trap spot. I'm the nigga that started the $25 apes in LA when everybody still had grams for 20. And that's how I blew up. And when I blew up, I renovated my trap spot into a studio. I let all the homies come rap for free, 24 hours a day. We won't keep the doors locked, Tune into that video. But I let all the homies come rap for free, 24 hours a day, free of charge.
Puto, one of the main engineers making that be possible. Sure, they had other engineers, but 9 times out of 10, if you was coming through there back then, Puto was one of the dudes recording for you, making beats for you or something.
And Greedo was right there with us. Homie, Who Killed Woody?
I only think they was calling Greedo. And I remember Puto played the whole album on him. He wasn't even rapping like that. He was rapping like he was trying to be on some MC type shit. He had a album on G Perico like that too. Perico's rapping on some whole other like MC type shit. Oh my mama. It's crazy. GIP Puto 3 up top. Love you, boy.
Ricky, the homie Real Boss Baby Ace, the homie G Boy, Baby L, D Coca, and my nigga rest in peace, Earl Swaby, Octantis Millers, who was all right there. Greedo was right there with us. And I was pushing behind him. So that's how all the music shit started in the hood. I was the hype and kicked the music shit in. The influence behind the music. The homies was rapping. And I was funding it. So anyway, with the 03Greedo started. That's how it all started. So one morning, 03Greedo, he pushed up to the studio, him and the homie. He like, we finna make a move to Texas. I finna go, wait. That's not the plan, man. I ain't never no move to make. 2 young niggas driving to Texas, that ain't the plan. You never make that move. Man, we on right here. You know what I'm saying? Niggas already told us, man. Like, we got everything right here, nigga. This the movement, nigga. Like, we on it, nigga, behind you, my nigga. He like, man, I hear you, Gotti. You know what I'm saying? He said, I want to be on too. I'm tired of you paying for everything. My nigga, you know what I'm saying? I want to help out too. Nigga, tired of being broke. And I'm not gonna feel you, my nigga, but this the play right here, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already told you, my nigga, you don't gotta worry about nothing. The nigga got you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You the player. He like, Gotti, man, this music shit ain't paying the nigga right now, my nigga. Like, I want to be on too. I'm tired of being broke, my nigga. Like, shit, have hard, have money. I'm not.
This music with a nigga named Kill from GRAPE. And he was like the Gotti of the situation. And I can remember getting at him the same way. End up in Atlanta, trapping for myself and bumped into Young Buck. Sometimes you got to go with the energy, not even knowing what's around the corner, sitting on your ass, boy. Time will pass.
Fuck it then, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't convince the nigga, you know what I'm saying? So shit, he went and made his move. 3 days later, he come to the studio. Man, Greedo got knocked. Damn. Told them niggas not to go. You know, you gotta take your chances, take your risk sometime. So now, ain't no paperwork resurfaced. Later on down the line, the paperwork resurfaced. When it first hit, I was saying that nigga told too, because I was hot. Ain't really adjusting to the paperwork. I'm just hot because I'm fucking with a nigga. When I fuck with a nigga, it's to the death for me. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna ride till the wheels fall off. So when I'm seeing that shit and ain't really adjusting to it and saying the shit, along with some more shit that transpired that niggas don't know about, it wasn't adding up. You know what I'm saying? So I was saying the nigga told too. Then I had to calm down and really adjust and go over the whole situation. Now, you've been to jail before. Niggas who've been to jail before, wild babies and shit, no. I've been seeing a lot of niggas in the hall go to jail for robberies. And they would say they were forced to do the crime. Or somebody was going to unallow their family.
At this point, I can't recall exactly what I'm aware of or was ever aware of that was said or not said in Greedo's statement. But yeah, motherfuckers do pop cap at the police all the time. Like, oh, my mama. But even doing that, sometimes they use some sense of the truth as a motivation. And they try to curb the police and end up still saying too much sometimes.
For people who don't know the law, I do paralegal shit. That's called a duress defense. A duress defense is when you try to say somebody else made you do a crime. And you use that to try to get out the situation. But a lot of niggas do that and tell on their own. And a lot of dudes do that and they make up stories. Like, somebody made me do this, man. Who's the people? Man, I don't know who the people is. I can't tell you. They're gonna do something to my family. And never get nobody up. They just make up a story. But if you read their paperwork, it's gonna look like they telling, because they saying somebody made them do something. But not knowing this person actually making up the crime. The people they talking about don't never exist. The nigga trying to use a duress offense to get out the situation. That's what happened to 03Greedo. He tried to make himself look like a mule by saying somebody paid him to do some shit. Even though he know it was fishy, he had no knowledge of it. And some people try to, pay him to do some shit. That's called a duress offense. When somebody else is having you commit a crime.
That remind me of the boy from PDL. I know he's from Pasadena. Big hit. He had a situation that was online when they was trying to say, he gave a statement and he said, oh no, this is my brother. My brother did woo wah wah. Come to find out he don't even have no brother. He was just capping. But when this street started getting analyzed by the internet, this what happened. Everybody yapping. Oh, my mama.
And that's what he try to do, make himself look like a mule. A lot of motherfuckers who been caught up on transportation, drugs and shit, they know. First thing they do, man, this ain't mine. And some people pay me to do this, man. I don't know what was in there or nothing. A lot of people use that to try to get out of transportation of drugs. A lot of motherfuckers got caught up on trafficking cases. Y'all try to use that line. Man, I don't know what was in here, man. Some people just told me to drive this truck, drive this and that. Who was the people?
That's facts. And I guess he is declaring Greedo said no more than that. And if that's the case, I mean, what can you say?
Man, I don't know. Some people told me, third party, they make up all type of stories to not implicate themselves in the crime itself. It's called a duress defense. And Greedo probably didn't know it at the time that's what he was doing, or he probably did. But that's how it all played out. So I'm gonna clear the record up. Like, when I adjusted to the paperwork and how to realize everything, and that's what it really boiled down to. But that bunk story that he gave him, saying somebody paid him to do that shit, and that shit he got caught with, that got back to Officer Maracas. That's what they call him in the hood, Maracas. But his real name is Officer Maracas.
Anytime. Around the Gray Streets. That name ring harder than any Gray Street name I know. Oh, my mama. They always compare him to that rogue police that was in Colors. But yeah, he got a cold reputation around there being with all of the fuckeries. Maracas, I know that name. East side.
He worked with the feds. So when some Grape Streets get caught up, he immediately stick his nose in the business. And that's what he did in that situation. When he got a hold of that story, and he knew that Greedo be in my studio, he sent them people to my studio. Police picked me up in Compton, drove me back to the fire station in my hood, right around the corner from my studio. It was 20 ATF agents in there.
Studio 97, fire station on 103rd, I think, is what you're referring to.
And they like, man, I know you don't know what's going on. I'm like, hell no, I don't know what's going on. But they talking about, man, we got word. You got pounds of meth in the studio. I got pounds of what? Meth. I told him straight out, man. Like the police are on the radar, my shit. Everybody know I got weed, bro. I don't deal with no shit like that. I got weed. I don't know who you get that story from, but I know it came from a ruckus. He done the same thing when he framed me on the 12 bank robberies. He a police called the other police, making like he was an informant, and told them I robbed the bank. And I beat the case and found out he was the one that set it up. And he been trying to get me ever since. So when he heard that bunk ass story, he used that story and had my studio raided by the ATF looking for some meth. And everybody know I got weed. Even Greedo know I got weed. So he couldn't have told him he got no shit from me because he know I got weed.
Now, I'm not saying Greedo told nothing. But just because Greedo don't know, I mean, just because Greedo know he don't have that, don't just necessarily free him from pointing in that direction. Could have been just trying to put anything out there, knowing they gonna find something, you feel me, and thinking that, you know, or they not gonna find whatever he could have thought. Not saying he thought that, but that just because he know the homie ain't got no mean that to me, don't mean that he just automatically couldn't have been the one to send him there.
It would have been a bunk move to send him there. Just like when they raided, it was a bunk move. But they found some other shit in there. And I ended up going to the pen behind that shit. I got out on bail. I was out on $1 million bail. One day I went to court. Judge just locked me up. But at the time, when that paperwork first hit, and I'm adding shit up with my studio, to me it was looking like he told. But then I had to sit back and analyze everything and realize it was that punk Kyle Maracas.
He put all this shit together and had me rated.
I respect him for being man enough to try to come and clarify and not getting no funky ass police room to come between no homies. You know what I'm saying? We got Eddie Boy, Big U situation seems to be over 30 years old. And the only thing we can actually confirm is the police said that Big U said something, and it seems to have caused a rift with homies that was close enough to allegedly be on a lick together. And the fact that he ain't gonna let Marcus, with that foul name and reputation, cause a long-term division between him and his homie, or cause him to smut one of his homies when it's a possibility that ain't the case. Gotta salute that.
And try to tie me in to Greedo getting caught with the shit that he got caught with. And came to my studio looking for that shit. Probably was hoping he was there. But that wasn't my line of work. That's how my studio ended up getting raided. Off his bunk stone. And his bunk police. I ended up going to the pen. Opened up that studio for free. Didn't charge no homie. They didn't realize I was a sacrifice. I didn't get them involvement to what I was doing, because they would have went to jail. How they was gonna make it in the rap career? If I get knocked, they still got action. So I was a sacrifice at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And done all that shit for free. I didn't do no contracts and none of that shit, because I wasn't a nigga that was rapping. And I didn't do it so I can get on. I was doing it for the homies to get on. I was doing what I was doing in my lane, and I was their lane. I was like, any nigga get on, just come back and get me out the game. Put me in. I know how to hustle from there. Like Nipsey said, shit, I can put you on, gotta hustle the rest. Come back and get me out the game. I know how to get in the entertainment game and hustle the rest. Shit, I started this shit for free. But at the end of the day, 03Greedo was right there with a nigga. And I ended up going to jail. He was still in jail. He ended up getting out before me, doing his thing, blew up, semi. Then I ended up getting out, and he ended up getting out, rocking and rolling, other type of shit transpired.
Okay, semi. That's Pipe the Snipe word. Pipe the Snipe, where you at, man? Show me that fly podcast studio. Is the content circulating when I'm not seeing it, or you just ain't? Is you just dragging your feet, getting back cracking? What's up?
Him and the homies. We done had a few times.
D-Mac Scrap.
For the paperwork shit, that they're trying to resurface the snitch shit, it ain't like that. I thought it was like that. Until they had to reevaluate everything. It ain't that. I thought it was that because my studio got hit.
Remember when Grace Juice was online, deep politicking this? First time they came online with some like messy, like hood politics. They was on the panel, deep up at No Jumper.
So I had to realize everything. It wasn't that, it was just punk out.
I ain't gonna lie, the only reason I ever went up to No Jumper deep with the homies was just to take a picture like the Grace Streets did by that wall. That shit looked hard. So I had to take like 10, 15 homies up there one time so we could flick it up. East side.
Everybody know I deal with no shit like that. So when I realized everything and adjusted everything, I realized the nigga was using duress defense to get out the situation. And this punk cop used that bunk story to have my shit hit. But at first he was looking suspect. So to clear the record up, I was one of the niggas I was pushing. Like the paperwork ain't that. It may seem like that. You read a nigga paperwork. A lot of niggas have been in jail. It said people forced them to do crimes. And some niggas really tell on niggas and got niggas in jail for that shit to this day. And a lot of niggas done made up stories. A lot of white baby niggas know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never done that shit, but I done been in jail with a lot of niggas who just made up situations, saying that people made them do something. Who was the person? Man, I don't know the person, but I tell y'all you're gonna do something to my family, all type of shit. Make up a story to try to use a duress offense to get out of jail. But they don't never work because the people, they ain't never giving up nobody. You gotta give up somebody. That's why Greedo went to jail, because he ain't give up nobody. You gotta give up somebody for the duress offense to work. Sometimes that shit might backfire. So at the end of the day, you gotta know the law, man. I had to adjust to that shit. Shit was looking suspect because my shit got hit. And I went to the joint. He ain't the only one that went to jail behind that.
No wonder. Yeah, no wonder. He felt like, so he said after all that, he had to put two and two together, think about it, contemplate, reconsider. Now, because yeah, he been hot. Who wouldn't assume that, man, I get it.
Shit. Yeah. But now the nigga adjusted to the paperwork. He sat back and realized everything like just punk cop.
That's a dangerous game, though. Take all that time to figure it out. Good thing 03 was, but then he went through a lot. And he get like, did kind of bad, reading up, kicked in the E-Nas and all that. Damn.
It was this nigga's story. So at the end of the day, as far as the paperwork is good. It ain't all what it seems. It ain't all what you hear. So don't resurface the paperwork shit and whack. And it's no jumping nigga, Adam 22. Oh, I had no idea. All that old shit, Adam. What about them allegedly allegations you got? Them allegedly sexual allegations you got, Adam? Those alleged allegations about them women. Talk about that. And that money you paid off to them. Talk about that. What? Talk about that. You and Adam talk about that.
That's deep, because I just realized that shit got Adam blackballed out the music industry. He was actually getting big bread from labels to put on acts. And because of that, that's a wrap. Facts.
That's that. With Adam, what? You still mad because J-Rock put that Debo punch on you. Put your ass to bed.
And what he say, knock me out with a dope fiend blood, where y'all was at?
You feel some type of way about us.
He was calling your hubby was with him, Norvell. That's my day. I was like, where Norvell at? I was like, I'm right here, bitch ass nigga, not on the juvenile side of the county jail where you said we was, where we ain't never been. But yeah, if y'all go back to that video, that nigga was like, where Norvell at?
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
What the? Lying ass. I thought I knew all the Norvells in the world.
As far as 03Greedo on that paperwork, he good.
I knew the one from Main Street, Red. I knew some more, but I didn't know it was one from Grape Street.
Clean. And this from Grape Street Gotti, a.k.a. 9,000.
There you have it. He just spoke on behalf of his homie, clearing it up. He don't give what holding on 100. Or if Vladimir 22 is saying, he say 03Greedo, good in the hood, get it, understood.
Let me get you on camera. Where you from?
California.
No, for real. You know, I'm serious though.
Watts, baby.
I know where you from though. Where you from?
Eastside PJ Watts.
I'm from Grape Street, nigga.
Right.
They call you, homie.
Big Slice.
Big Slice?
Yes, yes.
All right, nigga. They call me Puto, cuz.
Right.
You wasn't that person. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.